tonight.
Good evening, fans. Coming to you live from Colombo Royal College Sports Complex. You are tuned in live to the Papare, Sri Lanka's leading sports channel.
Number 16.
B Division finals between CDB and David Peiris.
Playing on jersey number 28. Dialog
For a
ViU
super match tonight. The players are just about to get ready to start the match. The crowd is walking in. We've got the atmosphere going on right now.
Jersey number 98.
Players are ready.
Let's move on to the starting five. On 0 is Imad Hussain. Jersey number
David
2,
Peiris just
Ozzy
stepping up onto the
Mohammed.
court. An unbeaten run to the finals.
Jersey number 13,
Team in
Senduran
red.
Devarajan.
They have been the team to beat.
On 15,
And let's go for the team card for David Peiris. Wearing number 0, Imad Hussain. Number 1, Kanagazara Vipushan.
And
Number 2,
last but
Azir
not
Mohammed.
least, jersey
Number
number
8,
12,
Nalaka
the
Kumara
skipper of
Singh.
David
Number
Peiris
9,
Group of Company,
Hasita Samara Singh.
Sajin
Number
Dharam
11,
Balakumaran.
Suranga Vitarana. Number 13, Senduran Devarajan. Number 15, Silaka Fernando. Number 16, Ruben Karunakaran. Number 28, Navod Bakumbure. Number 98, Rimzi Ahmed. Number 12, Sajintaram Balakumaran, the captain. The coach for the team is Coach Hayas Harun.
Development Business Finance PLC or CDB we call
And
it.
for team
Jersey
CDB,
number 1 tonight.
it's wearing number 1, Kusal Disanayaka. Number 5, Senit Chandrasena. Number 6, Yureshka De Silva. Number 8,
Number 5,
Kevin
Senit
Vivekshan.
Chandrasena.
Number 9, Dilshan Fernando. Number 10, Palshan Rumaiz. Number 11,
6,
Sandaru Pereira.
Yureshka
Number 12,
De Silva.
Asud Tamil. Number 13, Malinda Chandraratna. Number 15, Suraj
Number
Balasuriya.
10,
Number
Palshan
94,
Rumaiz.
Milan Chaduranga. And the captain, wearing number 23, Tarusha De Silva.
Jersey number
And
12,
the team is coached by
Hassan
the
Tamil.
very experienced Anton Fernando.
Number 13, Malinda Chandraratna. Going on to the starting five. Playing on jersey 8, Kevin Viveshkan. Number 9, Dilshan Fernando. Jersey number 11, Sandaru Pereira. Number 15, Suraj Balasuriya. Jersey number 94, Milan Chaturanga. And the captain on jersey number 23, Tarusha De Silva. And the coach for Citizen Development Business Finance PLC is Mr. Anton Fernando. And tonight the match commissioner will be Mr. Channa Pereira, and also he's been assisted with the crew chief, Mr. Christopher Karunasinghe, umpire 1, Kusite Adigamana, along with umpire 2, Ravi Dorangoda. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is the 32nd Mercantile Basketball League, the B Division Finals, coming up next.
teams are just about ready to step. Championship is up for grabs tonight at the Royal College Sports Complex. We have an electrifying atmosphere right now. Both teams have been performing really well throughout the tournament. David Peiris has been going on an unbeaten run of 6 games. CDB 5 wins and 1 loss, with the 1 loss coming to David Peiris in a tightly contested and heated match in the group stages. My name is Anushka. I will be taking you throughout the game. I've got on the comm box with me Dilka and Clifford, a man who needs no introduction. Welcome, both of you.
Thank you so much, and good evening to all the viewers just joining us from home. Well, this is an exciting night, I can promise you that. It's going to be the B Division Finals, and these two exciting teams have a brilliant set of players. And as we speak, well, that was not a good start though, but then again, I can promise you, like I said, so to take you throughout the game is going to be Anushka.
Thank you, Clifford. We're off to a very energetic start. CDB trying to set the pace throughout the game, attacking, couldn't come up trumps. This is Silaka bringing the ball up for David Peiris. Back to Sundaran for the first shot, no go. Rebounded by Dilshan. Both teams have had excellent plays throughout the game, throughout the series. Imad Hassan, 30 points in the match against CDB in the group stages. 3-pointer no good. Ball is still with David Peiris. As I was saying, Imad had 30 points in the previous game against CDB. He became player of the game. Rimzi was player of the game against Sampath. A well-balanced team. Not one individual player shining for them. It's just a whole team game. Good pass by Suraj, finished by Kevin. It is CDB up on the board first, 2 points to 0. Ball with Azir. Dribbling, passing, and couldn't make that easy finish. CDB brings the ball up. Kevin has been the man for CDB. Came up big in the semi-finals against Ceylon. Came up with the player of the game. An excellent fast player. Well defended by Imad. Takes the ball up, settles down. Pass intercepted. But David Peiris comes up with the ball.
Gentlemen, still I think the signs of unsettling is you can see that. And I mean, it's the early jitters, you'll always feel that. And then again, you have to, give them some little bit of time to settle in. So once they find their momentum, once they find their rhythm, then it's going to be absolutely flawless. But also for me, trust me, take my word, and keep an eye on Dilshan, who's playing in number 9 for CDB. He's a utility player. He can throw 3 points. He can score anywhere he wants. So that's a player to keep an eye on tonight.
Yes, Clifford, exactly. Dilshan was the player of the game against HNB. A sharp shooter for CDB. Can play both positions. Can play post, can play center. Can play a guard as well. So a threat to look at for as Silaka comes up with the shot. Comes up short. And that's your man Dilshan with the rebound as Kevin brings the ball up.
Talking about Dilshan, Anushka and Clifford, he has been a player who represented Sri Lanka side as well. And he was the turning point during the semi-finals. The 4 3-pointers he made during the semi-finals was the turning point in their game. They were behind 20 points.
Yes, he had an excellent game in the semi-finals. David Peiris trying to David Peiris has a chance to get on the board. Sri Lanka with the side ball. Passed out to Azir, but tapped out. We have all the makings of a superb game today. The crowd is here. Clifford, what do you think about this game today? What do you think how do you think the crowd will behave in today's game?
Well, to be very frank with you, not only tonight, we've been seeing this crowd on a day-to-day basis. They're coming in like supporting their team. So that's the beauty about the Mercantile basketball. This also shows the passion that people have towards this game. And I think a lot of people involved have to do a lot of things about that. Because if you don't have tournaments, you're not going to keep or rather make this sport popular. But this tournament is giving all avenues, all these players who were itching for years and years, no tournament. So this is something very important, and especially the crowd behavior, as well as you can see the amount of cheer that they get. It's absolutely amazing. Electrifying atmosphere here at the Royal Indo, and we have the privilege of bringing you live and exclusively to you.
Absolutely, Clifford. I can't agree any more than that. As the ball is turned over by Sri Lanka, the crowd is electrifying here. They are playing for their families. They are cheering on for their families. They've got colleagues playing the game, their co-workers, but more than all, their friends. There you go. That's Dilshan with the ball. Step back, shoots, and rims out. But CDB with the ball again. Dilshan goes in and passes a beautiful pass off to Milan, who scores an easy bucket under the basket. And that is the number 12, the captain for David Peiris, Saji, scoring the first bucket for David Peiris. David Peiris are finally on the board. It took them a while to get going. Dilka, what do you think about David Peiris' chance today and their slow start to the game?
So Anushka, these are two championship teams. DPMC actually won the Division C during the last edition, and Division D actually was during the last edition, and CDB was the champion during the last, and that yes goes Malik Dilshan with the basket and the assist by Kevin. So we saw what kind of a player is, what kind of a player Sajid is. Sajid was the MVP during their championship run last year, and Malik was the MVP for CDB team.
And David Peiris is forced to take a timeout. 2 points to 10. CDB is leading. Clifford, what do you think about the effort by CDB to start the game?
So I think CDB capitalized on all the opportunities that they had, whereas David Peiris, they tried, but their finishing was not there. But I think if you compare both the teams, David Peiris' penetration was far more better than CDB. But what CDB did was they took all those break points, and whereas David Peiris, they still have to work that ball around, but they're creating those opportunities, but they have to find that finishing. If they're not going to catch up, if they're going to let a big lead, then it's going to be a tough ask for them. The way CDB is playing, it's going to be difficult. So they have to start, because already you can say 5 minutes gone on the clock, and they have only scored just one basket. Not good enough.
And I think David Peiris would want to avoid a repeat of the last game between them, where they got onto a 12-point lead. CDB got onto a 12-point lead, and David Peiris was playing catch-up throughout the first half. But they ended up getting the win thanks to Imad's 30 points. But I think they would have hoped for a better start than this, Dilka.
Yeah, I think a couple of things. One thing is they're coming in as the unbeaten team in this tournament. So that will give them some confidence. Second thing is they have a very experienced coach who knows how to win championships. So I'm sure they got plenty in their pockets.
Yes, the C Division champions, the D Division champions last year, playing off against the C Division champions, CDB. So before we started, we knew this was going to be an exciting encounter as Kevin turns the ball over. But CDB is trying to make the right plays. They're trying to push the pace of the game. Dilka, what do you think about that?
So both teams are well coached by experienced coaches. Both coaches has been part of the national teams. And talking about Coach Anthony, who was the head coach of CDB, he's a player who represented the Sri Lanka national team even during the school's time. And like you mentioned, this is the first three-pointer by Vitushan from DPMC. The catch-up game isn't going to work in finals because you have one shot to make it. Here goes Dilshan with the answer with a three-pointer. He's known for these kind of shots.
Imad tries to answer right back but couldn't make it. A good drive though. As CDB once again looks to push the pace. Passes off to Suraj, who attempts the three. Foul by Imad. Good hustle on the defensive end. Comes up with the foul, but CDB ball once more. This game looks to be a close one. David Peiris looking to catch up. Dilshan comes up, beautifully laid in, but couldn't make it. Well defended by Vipushan. Couldn't make it. CDB comes up again. Clifford, we see David Peiris missing a few shots. What do you think they need to do to make those shots? Is it their composer? What is your idea on this one?
See, it's nothing much. So like I said, they have the floor, right? So in fact, like they have the group. So they are taking the ball forward, they are working that, and they are finding that gaps. It's just a matter of, converting those opportunities into points. So concentration is much needed. So as we speak, there's a substitution. But 13-5 is not a big lead. It's a considerable lead, but it's not a big lead. It's a matter of 3 baskets. So I'm sure they'll be able to, catch up. But on the other hand, CDB, they are not letting go of the opportunities. They're taking every single thing and converting them into points. That is what is important.
So talk about DPMC, they have 2 flashy guards playing for themselves. So what CDB is doing is they are crowding up the painted area to make sure that there will be no baskets driving into. So that's one of the changes in these games. Here goes Asir, who misses the basket. He bounces to Vitushan. He misses the 3-point.
So this is what I'm talking about. Again, if you looked at it, it was 3 against 2 opportunity. So you could have worked that ball, you could have created that gap. So you can't be doing these kind of things. But maybe it's the first quarter, but you can't let go of a lead. So it's a final. So players have to concentrate a little bit more and focus.
Yes, Clifford, that's really what sets the good players from the great players apart. Their ability to be ready for the game in the big moments. So their Peiris is finding their way in this semi-final, in this final. So we've got a long way ahead. So 3 quarters and a bit more to go. So let's see what the game brings us today. As that's Sandro with the ball driving in. Well defended by David Peiris. Kevin with the ball. Drives, shoots, passing, but turns the ball over.
So if you look at Dilshan, he's actually supposed to be a post player. But he hates playing under the post. He always likes to be on up and throw the 3-point zone and also to drive. But even if you look at now, when CDB is defending, you can see the power forward. Well, as we speak, it's a 3 points. So that is where they're getting the points in. And this is what is crucial. This is what we're talking about. But also, if you look at David Peiris, see, I don't see anything wrong with their body language, right? They are not even worried. They're confident. But it's just they need to get the groove in.
Yes, and the captain trying to set the way, draws a foul from Kevin. Both teams have unconventional centers playing in this game, so Senduran also a stretch 4. The only traditional center that we have is for David Peiris is number 1 Vipushan, coming all the way from Jaffna, an excellent player, a player to look out for in the future for Sri Lanka as well. As Sajay misses the first free throw. Dilka, free throws throughout this tournament have been important, have been a deciding factor for some games. As we see Sajay missing both free throws. Tell us about the free throws, Dilka.
We saw during the Division E finals where I mean, the two finals teams couldn't capitalize their scoring because they lost so many free throws. Like free throws gonna be a important factor during any time of the game. It doesn't matter you are in the first quarter, it doesn't matter you are in the fourth quarter, it will be important.
CDB with the ball. Kevin brings it up. That's the number 10, Malsan. Airballs it as Saji tries to push the pace. Drives and lays it in and makes it. A beautiful drive from the captain for David Peiris. Sajintaran Balakumaran setting the way for David Peiris. CDB taking a timeout. David Peiris closing that gap, 10 points to 13. Clifford, you said their body language was positive, and I think we've seen the outcome of that.
Yeah, absolutely. And see how that passage of play has forced CDB to go in for a timeout, having 42 seconds on the clock. So that makes it actually, like, asks for a good move. But if you look at how David Peiris is recovering, is that they are bringing back their focus. Now, the body language, of course, like, they look very confident. I mean, there's no way it says like, they are tensed or maybe like, they are a little bit disorganized. They are cool, they are driving in, they are penetrating. So the moment they get their groove, definitely it's going to be a game changer. That is what you need. You need a couple of shots from each players. That will give them the confidence. Even one basket will give them the boost. But on the other hand, CDB, they were lucky enough to get those points ahead. But the challenge for them is to retain that lead because David Peiris is going to come back really, really hard on them.
So one interesting is that they are catching up the lead while Imad is on the bench. So Imad has been X factor during this tournament, but he's a newcomer to this team. This has always been Sajid team. So what I believe Coach Hayas is doing, giving the opportunity for Sajid to control the game within the game.
.30 seconds on the clock. CDB, Sandaru with the ball, passes out to Kevin. Beautiful pass and lays it in. Size does not matter. 14 points to 10. 15 points to 10 as Sajid forces the issue. Couldn't finish it. Sandaru calms it down. 13 seconds on the clock. Back to Sandaru, drives in, kicks it out to Dilshan. Pass it up to number 15, Suraj, and lays it in. Time winding down. Suraj finishes it off in style, and that's the end of the first quarter. 17 points to 10. CDB takes a 7-point lead. Dilkar, tell me a bit on how this quarter went.
So it wasn't the best quarter for DPMC. Actually, they were the top during the group stage, but I think there is a good chance that they will come up and catch this lead within no time. Especially during the second quarter, there is only 7-point lead. It's just 2 or 3 baskets in a high time. As Clifford said, they have a positive body language. They have an experienced coach. They will definitely come back and give a fight. They won't give up at this moment.
And I think a 7-point lead is not a lead in today's game. Back then 7 points was a big thing, but right now with the attack on the 3-pointer, with Steph Curry setting the way, the game is just within reach, and players are just going to take a small break, get their act together. Clifford, how do you see the next few quarters playing out?
Well, obviously, like I said in the beginning, it's going to be an exciting game. That's for sure. It's a final. So even though DPMC had a very slow start, but now you can see they're catching up. They're only about 3 baskets away. So the challenge from now onwards is for CDB, because David Peiris, it's a final. They're going to give everything out. Now CDB, they have the lead. We have to wait and watch how they're going to retain that and extend that and sustain that. That's the question we have to ask from now onwards.
Yes, David Peiris, a very offensive team, always on the score. They've been averaging close to 75 to 80 points a game. So they're not going to be held scoreless. They're going to be attacking the rim. They've got 5 players on the court who can score at any time. So it's up to CDB to get their defense together, get their act together, maintain this lead of 7 points, and maybe extend it during this second quarter. And to anyone who's tuning in to the Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, you are tuned on to the finals, the B Division finals between CDB and David Peiris. And that is Imad with the ball, who's back in the game. Pass it off to Azir. And Vipushan with another 3. Couldn't make it this time. And that is Milan comes up with a loose ball as Kevin brings up the ball. Surveys the court. Pass it off Sandaru. To Suraj. Goes to the lane. Well defended by Vipushan. Vipushan is a very imposing figure, Dilka. Well above 6'4". Tell me, what do you think is his presence on the court, especially on the defensive end?
I think he's a good player who grabs rebounds for them. His presence in painted area has been remarkable during the semi-finals especially. And this is the first time he's grouping up with the DPMC team. Here goes Imad, trying to make a basket, and he makes it. And I believe he's from Jaffna as well.
And it's incredible commitment from these players. To the tournament is being held in Colombo, to come for practices, to play for matches, you know, coming all the way from Jaffna, far off places, you know, it goes off to show their commitment. As David Peiris couldn't get the rebound, steals the ball. Azir brings the ball up. That's a beautifully worked out. Vipushan with the rebound. There we go. That's his presence on the defensive and on the boards. I think we've seen him grab more than 5 rebounds. CDB has to find a way to contain him in the boards. Like Clifford mentioned earlier, CDB does not have conventional center players, so it's up to their guards, the power forwards, to set the pace. As Imad tries to hit a 3, Vipushan comes up with another rebound to Azir. He shakes, sets the ball up, pass off to Saji, drives and lays it in. Beautiful lady with the left hand. This man has come up to play. Clifford, size does not matter. Heart oversized at this moment by Saji.
It's all about skills, isn't it? So what a beautiful finish. I can see, so basically the skipper is chipping in for David Peiris, and also you can see Imad Hussain cracking up. So these two players are really, like, you know, increasing the momentum for, in fact, like, you know, increasing the tempo for David Peiris. So that's going to cause a lot of trouble for CDB.
Exactly, Clifford. As the ball is pushed into Dilshan, trying to back down on Sandra, who did a well job defending. Drives, fakes, couldn't get it, turned over. Once again, David Peiris with the ball. Azir brings it up to Sandran. Quick 3. Couldn't get it. Another rebound by Vipushan. Forces the issue. And comes up with the foul. Beautifully rebounded by Vipushan. As Sandran draws the foul. That's him dominating the rebounds, Clifford.
So Kevin Vivekshan is already on 3 fouls, just the beginning of the second quarter. So that could be a worrying factor for CDB. And 2 of them are unwarranted ones. And like you said, Vipushan, absolutely brilliant under the rim. He's been picking up everything's been thrown out of the ring. And that is something exciting, especially the offensive rebounds, which makes a big impact on the game.
Azir fakes, steps to outside, misses it. Beautiful pass to Kevin. Lays it in for the free layup. As Azir brings the ball up, that's Saji. Back to Azir. Surveys to Imad, fakes, drives to the left. Pass it off, lays it into Vipushan. A beautiful pass by Imad. Assisted. Vipushan scores, draws 2 men in. David Peiris needs Imad to show up in this game. He's showing signs. Throws it back to Imad, tracks back. 2 against 1 situation. Once again, Vipushan with the rebound, pass it off. Silly play there. Silly play there.
You can see the benefit of having a player like Vitushan. Whenever you goes up to the rim, he'll be there to grab the rebounds and create more opportunities. There goes the fouls against Sajidran.
First foul on Saji. And just coming back to the point that Clifford made earlier, where Kevin was on 3 fouls, and a very important asset for CDB. He was the player of the game in the semi-finals against Ceylon. He is pretty much the engine of the team. Dilsan may be the scorer, he may be the first option for scoring, but it is Kevin who runs the offense, he runs the defense as well. So for CDB, it is a must for him to be in the game. So it has to be on him, for him not to commit the 4th foul. He has to have a bit of sense in him to not commit the foul as Dilsan checks out.
So as we speak, we also see like a lot of catching up has been done. 21-16 is the score. So DPMC is almost nearing them. And that's Nalaka Kumar Singh, who's quite capable of throwing 3-pointers. Still going strong at the age of 46. Not bad.
46. Still a young man. I've been at the end of his 3-pointers. He can throw it up from very far away. And it's usually nothing but net. Turned over by number 12, Kasun.
Well, these are unforced errors. These are the things that you have to keep an eye on. You can't be contributing opportunities to your opposition. As we speak, Imad goes for the 3. That was a safe ball.
We've seen a lot of 3-pointers being attempted by David Peiris. Stolen by the young man there, Nalaka Kumarasinghe. Throws it up to Saji. Back to Sendran for the 3. And he scores 19 points to 21. David Peiris within 2. 5.5 minutes left on the clock. Dilka, tell me. 19 points to 21. David Peiris with their 3-pointers. What can be the answer for CDB?
I think so far CDB is trying to find an answer. They have Kevin with 3 fouls. They don't have the luxury of switching up to another player, but there goes a nice defense. A foul against Vitushan. I believe that's an offensive foul.
Drove straight into the man. One of the things that our coaches has drilled into our head is don't let the big man run the court. Don't let him dribble the full court. So Vipushan is a lot better than what our bigs was back in the day, but still well defended by the number 94 Milan. Stolen by Vipushan, rolls off, brings the ball up, 3 against 1 situation, and foul! And 1 for Imad. 21 all. David Peiris comes from behind to equal with 4 minutes left on the clock. We have a game on tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Imad Hassan running the floor. Vipushan running the floor. And this is David Peiris for the lead. And 22 points to 21 as Coach Anton is forced to take another timeout. Not a timeout, but he's forced to make a few subs. That is Sandaru coming in. That's Sandaru, Malshan, Suraj, Kusal and Milan for CDB right now. David Peiris opting to keep the experienced Nalaka Kumarasinghe in the court. Passes off to Suraj. Back to Milan. Guarded by Vipushan. He dribbles, he waits. Stolen by Imad. The pickpocket. 24 to 21. Imad is setting the game alive. Dilka, what do you think right now?
So it has been an exciting second half for DPMC. They take another steal. Here goes Sajitran and makes the basket. There goes the timeout from CDB. David Peiris leading by 26 to 21. We have 4 minutes left to the halftime.
The momentum has shifted heavily against CDB. It is very much in favor of David Peiris right now. 26 to 21. We saw the lead at the first half, 17 points to 10. Caught up a lead of 7 points, up by 5. That's a 12-point turnaround. Clifford, it's all about being confident. It's all about being positive. Tell me a bit about these David Peiris players and their body language right now.
See, they've been confident, but then again, like I said, they were not getting their shots in. But they didn't show any reaction for that. All what they did was they continued to keep attacking. But like I said, when you chuck in 1 or 2, obviously you'll get your groove. So the idea is to build momentum, right? That is quite important in basketball. See, basketball is a good recovery game. What happens is you go for the shot, you miss it. It doesn't mean that's the end of the game. Like cricket, where you get out and you go out. So here, if you miss, you still have an opportunity to regain your confidence. So that's what Peiris repeatedly did. But to give compliments to them, Imad and the skipper, they did a fantastic job in driving them from the beginning. And also, they got majority of the offensive rebounds. But that is very crucial, because if CDB is not going to get their defensive rebounds, they don't have the ball to attack. That's the point.
Well said, Clifford, well said. Exactly what happened throughout this second quarter. As Kevin looks to settle his teammates down. Try to get back, but Sajay is not relenting. Defensive pressure is up. Nalaka Kumar Singh comes up with a foul.
I think, Clifford, the fact that CDB is not getting the rebound is one of the reasons Dilshan is playing in a forward position at the moment. So they don't. The other only big man that they have is Milan. He's the only one who's trying to get the rebounds for them. There goes the three-pointer by Suraj.
A timely three-pointer. Cuts the lead back to 2 points as Imad draws the foul. And that is another player on 3 fouls. And I think that is the 3rd foul on the number 15, Suraj. So 2 players on 3 fouls at the moment. Kevin and Suraj, both important players to the team. Both need to be mindful of their defense. Good hands by Malshan, who was the player of the game for CDB against John Keels.
That was a hustle play by both teams. Here goes Vitushan with his dribble, and Imad gets the ball. Attempted the three-pointer, misses it. CDB brings up the ball. And Nalaka is taking a steal. Here goes Sajid. And he makes the basket on the other end.
He's playing some intelligent stuff. You can see the release, because he knows the defender who's guarding is taller than him. So intend to release the ball in advance so that the defender doesn't have a chance. So that is very important. And I think he has practiced a lot, because this is not the first time. I saw about 4 or 5 releases like that. And as we speak, there's another foul. And in fact, I think it's a defensive foul. So David Peiris conceding another one. And so both the teams are on 5 team fouls. So that is very crucial again.
Yeah, with 2 minutes left on the clock, 2.5 minutes left on the clock. Both teams are in foul trouble. Beautiful drive by Suraj, couldn't get it to finish. Nearly thrown away by Vibhushan. But David Peiris still with the ball. That was Nalaka committing the earlier foul, but David Peiris still opting to keep him. They value their experience, they value his experience on the court right now. Sundar is subbed in. And that's Senduran laying it off to Saji. Back to Nalaka for the long 3. Nothing but net. 31 to 24. You can't You can't write this stuff. 46 years of age and hitting threes like he was nothing. And the answer straight back from Suraj. The number 15 for CDB comes right back. Imad tries to cut it. Couldn't get it done. Both teams have been trying on the three-point end.
I mean, this has been turned out to be an interesting game, Anushka. He goes another three-point attempt. And Sujitran with the rebound. Let's see. He couldn't control the ball at that point. But he managed to recover the ball for them.
Excellent hustle play by Saji, the captain. Faked, Imad steps, passes off to Saji. Couldn't finish it as Kevin comes up with the rebound. Sandaru drives again, three men, passes back out to Suraj. Free three-pointer, and he makes it. 30 points to 31. Suraj taking it upon himself to lift this CDB team up. Deflection by Suraj again. This man wants to win. He wants to walk out with the trophy. 53 seconds left on the clock. Saji with the three. Couldn't get it in. Well boxed out by Milan. To Sandaru. Using the clock. As he surveys, crosses, drives in, passes off to Vipushan. As Kevin, another three. CDB will not go away. 33 to 31. 24 seconds on the clock. Nalaka. Call it money. Nalaka Kumarasinghe with the second three off the glass. This is entertainment right here. 7 seconds on the clock. Kevin with the ball, drives in, kicks out to Milan, rims out. And that is the end of the second quarter. Dilka, I hear rain on the outside, but it's raining threes inside the court right now. Tell me.
It has been an exciting second half for both teams. They have been raining three-pointers at Royal Complex here. If you are watching this with Papare.com, you must feel the heat, even though it's raining outside.
A very intense finish to the second quarter, Dilka. Nalaka Kumarasinghe, I didn't expect him to come out shooting like this. 2 out of 4. Imad showing good support on it. Saji was driving the ball. Suraj for CDB was on fire. Clifford, what do you think about the match so far? We had a very intense second quarter. The young man Nalaka hitting 2 threes in the second quarter. Suraj for CDB with another couple threes on the other side. Both teams have been playing their hearts out. We've got a game here today.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, this is the final and both teams are giving it out everything. And see, talking about age in this tournament, I have seen even the DFCC team is filled with so many veterans, right? I saw 48-year-olds, 50-year-olds playing. So what is important is the fitness level as well as your skills. So especially if you look at them, they always have that.
Pass to
and
Kevin.
Tonight, it's a brilliant
Laser
showpiece.
drive to the left.
And if you look at the second half, you can see a beautiful fit.
Back to Sendran for the three. And he scored the ball.
Also converting them, and Imad played an immaculate role in turning things around, drowning 3 points as well as going in for fast breaks. You can see that. And also for CDB, they were not going that far behind, but they were keeping intact. But however, the 3 points, both the teams, they took the second quarter away and made it completely mesmerizing. That is what is needed in a final, and the momentum has built. And let's see the third and the fourth quarter, and it's going to be absolutely electrifying, that's for sure.
Absolutely electrifying, that's the word for this half. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go for a small commercial break. We'll be back soon with the second half. Hope to see you here.
පොඩ්ඩක් නවතින්න. ඔබ ඔය රිමෝට් එක අතේ තියන් channel මාරු කරන්නේ ඔබේ දරුවට බලන්න හොඳ programs යන channel එකක් හොයන්නද? ඔව් ඒක ලේසි වැඩක් නෙවෙයි තමයි. සමහර ඒවායි කාටුන් විතරයි. තවත් ඒවායි අධ්‍යාපනික වැඩසටහන් විතරයි. තව සමහරක් ඒවායි සින්දු විතරයි. ඔය සේරම එකම තැනක තිබුණා නම් දරුවටත් ලේසි, ඔබටත් පහසුයි නේද? එහෙනම් ඉතින් ඔබට නවතින්න වෙන්නේ මෙතන. දරුවගේ දැනුම අවබෝධය වර්ධනය කරන ගමන් දරුවා සතුටින් තියෙන වටිනා වැඩසටහන් රසක් මෙතන තියෙනවා. Dialog TV නාලිකාංක 48. A+ Kids TV. ආදරේ බෙදෙන පුංචි හිත්වලට ආදරෙන්.
දැන් රිදී TV නාලිකාව වෙතින් ජයරත්න ගලගෙදර ඉදිරිපත් කරන බයිස්කෝප් කතා වැඩසටහන. ඔබ කැමති චිත්‍රපටයේ රසවත්ම කතා අහන්නට බලන්නට Dialog TV නාලිකා අංක 18 රිදී TV ඔස්සේ දැන් සෑම සෙනසුරාදාකම සවස 5:30ට බයිස්කෝප් කතා.
Let's get into it.
This is Hits Now, where talents are discovered and superstars are born.
I'm very proud to have you on my team.
Where you can solve crimes and fight fires.
Must be nice.
Laugh with the family and many others. Play games and prove you're better. All the latest hits, all the time, all in one place.
So starstruck right now.
Hits Now, the best of US TV.
It's time.
It doesn't get any better than this.
රිදීතිරේ මහේෂා කිතාරු පුංචිතිරය ආලෝකමත් කරන ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ ජනප්‍රියතම සිනමා නාලිකාව රිදී TV. ඉතා හදබැඳි මෙදා රසවිඳි කළු සුදු සිනමාවේ පටන් නූතන HD යුගය දක්වා නාද වර්ණ සුසංයෝගී වූ පුළුල් සිනමා රසවින්දනය ශ්‍රී ලාංකික සිනමා රසිකත්වය වෙනුවෙන්ම ඩයලොග් ටෙලිවිෂන් channel අංක 18න් රිදී TV. හැම රැයකම අප නොනිදා තැබූ අපේ කාලේත් මින් පෙර යුගයේත් හොඳම ටෙලිනාට්‍ය රසාලිප්ත කතා තුළ අපමණ සිනහ වූ මදකට හැඬුම් සිර වූ අපේම නොවූ අපේම කතාන්තයන් ශ්‍රී ලාංකික ටෙලිනාට්‍ය කලාව සැරසූ සුරම්‍ය රැඟුම් ආනන්දය නොනවත්වා නරපන්න සිටි හිට්ස් ශ්‍රී ලාංකික ටෙලිනාට්‍ය නාලිකාව ඩයලොග් ටෙලිවිෂන් channel අංක 19න්.
There's a big world out there for your child to explore, with so much to see, so many things to do, and so much to enjoy learning about. They can do it all with the UK's #1 children's channel, CBeebies.
Amazing!
It's a safe place for your child to learn through play, with delightful shows that will entertain and educate.
That works for me.
Get them ready for a big world with CBeebies.
කිසිදා නොමියෙන මතක කිසිදා නොමියෙන චරිත සැමදා මතකෙන් නොමියෙන චිත්‍රපට තුළින් ස්වර්ණමය යුගයක් එකලු කළ අප්‍රමාණ රසිකාදරයට පාත්‍ර වූ සිංහල සිනමාවේ අමරණීය චරිත මතකාවර්ජනය අමරණීය මතක ඩයලොග් ටෙලිවිෂන් channel අංක 18 රිදී TV ඔස්සේ සෑම දිනකම සවස 3ට.
ඇත්තටම ආයුර්වේද වෛද්‍ය විද්‍යාව රඳා පවතින්නේ මේ තෙල් මතද?
තෙල් වලින් ලොකු කාර්යභාරයක් සිදු වෙනවා. නමුත් ආයුර්වේදය කියන්නේ මේ තෙල් මතම පදනම් වෙච්ච විද්‍යාවක් නෙවෙයි.
විවිධ විදිහේ තෛලයන් තියෙනවා. මේ බෑන් අහිතකර තත්ත්වයන් ශරීරයට නැද්ද?
සෑම තෙලකම තියෙනවා ගුණ කර්ම. මේ දැන් ගත්තම තෙල් වර්ග නම් ගත්තියන් නිර්ගුණ්ඩි කියලා තියෙනවා, නාරායන කියලා තියෙනවා, වාත විදුරංග, බලාකෝරණ්ඩ, සීතෝදක, නීල්‍යාදිය, ත්‍රිඵල තෛලය මෙවැනි තෙල් සමූහයක් තියෙනවා.
සුවාරණ බදාදා උදෑසන 8ට සහ සවස 4ට. නැවත විකාශය සෙනසුරාදා උදෑසන 9:30ට.
ලෝකයේ වැඩිම දෙනෙක්ගේ විනෝදාංශයක් චිත්‍රපට නැරඹීම. ෆිල්ම් හොල් එකකට නොගිහින් ගෙදර ඉඳන්න විනෝදාංශයට ඉඩක් ගන්න. පැය 24 පුරාම කැමතිම හොඳම ජනප්‍රියම හොලිවුඩ් චිත්‍රපට ඇතුළුව සිනමා නිර්මාණ නරඹන්න. එන්න ලොකුම සිනමා පුස්තකාලයට. ඇන්ෆ්ලික්ස් සියල් සපිරි උසස් සිනමා රසාස්වාදය පිරුණ තැන. දන්නවද සිංහයාගේ කම්මැලිකම ගැන? දැකලා තියෙනවද මීමස් රජුලගේ ලස්සන? අහලා තියෙනවද The Great Elephant Gathering එක ගැන? විඳලා තියෙනවද තල්මහෙක්ගේ ආදරය? මේ සේරම දකින්න, අහන්න, බලන්න, විඳින්න පුළුවන් එකම තැන. Animal Planet. ලෝකයට හැංගුණ සත්ව ලෝකයේ අපූර්වත්වය සමග. Animal Planet.
क्रिकेट के इंटरनेशनल सीजन का जलवा, इंडिया टूर ऑफ इंग्लैंड, इंग्लैंड टूर ऑफ न्यूजीलैंड, इंग्लैंड के होम सीरीज एंड मेनी मोर बिग सीरीज।
अब क्रिकेट फैंस के पास होगा सेलिब्रेशन का बिग रीजन।
Dialog Television එක රීලෝඩ් එකෙන් පවුලටම හිතේ හැටියට TV බලන්න රුපියල් 798කට අලුත්ම සුපිරි රීලෝඩ් ප්ලෑන් එකක්. දැනුම ගෙනෙන අධ්‍යාපනික channel 18ක්. පොඩ්ඩන් වෙනුවෙන්ම channel 8ක්. දේශීය රසවින්දනය ගෙනෙන channel 22ක්. විනෝදාස්වාදයේ පිරි විදේශ channel රසක් සමග channel 80කටත් වඩා. ඇක්ටිවේට් කිරීම රීලෝඩ් සහ My Dialog app මගින්. ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ටෙලිවිෂන් රසාස්වාදය. Dialog Television.
Go bananas for the juiciest talent show on CDBs. Ready or not, here I go! Celebrate your favourite superfood as they show off their fresh skills. Hey. Ta-da! And fruitastic facts before your berry eyes.
We bloom and grow super fast.
So squeeze the day because every fruit and veg is a superstar.
It's time to let our seeds shine.
Roots and Fruits. New episodes Monday to Friday on CBBS.
And welcome back. Good evening. This is the 32nd Mercantile Service Basketball Associations League. This is the B Division Finals between David Peiris and CDB. For those who are tuning into the Sri Lanka's leading sports channel, ThePapare, we were about to witness an epic game tonight. 33-34, David Peiris leads. My name is Anushka. And alongside me, I've got Dilka and Clifford. We've got a beautiful game here today as Suraj hits a three. Beautiful rebounded by Milan and finished off by Sandaru. 35-34. As Azir brings the call up. Pass off to Vipushan. Strong finish to the bucket and scores. Vipushan going off right where he left off. Strong bucket. Kevin is bringing the ball up. Dilka Sandaru has clocked onto the game today. Even though he was quiet, he has played an important role in defense.
There goes another basket from Sandaru. I think the reason Coach Anthony brought Sandaru in was Kevin is with 3 fouls during the first half itself. So they need someone to guard all these flashy guards from DPMC. There goes another 3-pointer, but he redeems it out. Sandaru takes the ball, pass it to Dilshan, pass it to that was Suraj, who fakes and drives into the basket.
And a little up and under by Saji. Couldn't finish, but that leaves Kevin for the easy layup. I think David Peiris have got their plan together. They've come out strong in the third quarter. 41-36. That's Saji with the ball. Passes out to Vipushan. To Imad. Fakes, drives, kicks out to Azir. 3-pointer is good. Azir Mohammed, the number 2, the player of the game in the semi-finals against JKH, turning up the heat in the third quarter. Cuts the lead down to 2. Corner 3 for Dilshan, couldn't make it. A beautiful outlet pass to Saji, and he makes it. The scores are equal.
Anushka, one interesting fact is CDB has switched up from man-to-man defense to a zone defense. Here is Dilshan with the mid-ranger and rims it out. Sujitran with the rebound and he draws the foul. I think this is not a good thing that Dilshan is getting freed up during the open flow. He has been a streaky shooter. He's capable of making continuous threes.
Yes, David Peiris playing a dangerous game. We push in, fakes, drives, and throws it. Couldn't get it. Gets his own rebound and finishes. Beautifully done. He's continuing the same job that he did in the first half. Getting those boards, that's what he's there for. As we just saw right now, dominant on the board as Suraj drives in, gets the foul from Imad. Suraj has been looking to push the pace. He's been one of the players for CDB who's been looking to push the issue. Fakes, drives in, kicks out to Milan, passes off to Dilshan, backs down on Vipushan, goes around, passes off to Kevin, couldn't get it. Beautifully behind the back by Saji. Well defended by Sandaru. As CDB comes up with the ball, Kevin pushes it off to Suraj. A three-pointer, couldn't get it. A beautiful tip in by Milan. Ran the length of the floor. Imad for the three, couldn't connect. Kevin coming up with another three-pointer, with another rebound. Dilshan in the corner asking for the ball. Drives in, kicks it out Sandaru. Couldn't quite connect, but they reset. Step back, drives, and lobs it up. Azir comes up with the play. Kicks it out to Imad. Vipushan coming up for another strong rebound. Clifford Vipushan has been very strong on the board since the first half, but showing more of the same in the third quarter as well. We saw him grab 3 rebounds back to back. His presence has been very, very strong for David Peiris.
Well, obviously he has made his presence felt, that's for sure. But what is clicking in David Peiris is they are not over-dependent on a single player. So that is what is key for them, because you can see Imad coming in, the skipper is chipping in, and look at that, as we speak, driven on the left and released on the right. So this is pretty much an underarm layoff. So these are the things that makes this little contributions, gives the points in, and they make sure that everybody share that responsibility together. That is important for David Peiris.
As Kevin attempts a 3, rims out and goes out of bounds. 45-43, David Peiris with the slimmest of the lead. Passes off to Sendran, a good 3-point shooter. Couldn't get it this time, but the little man gets the rebound. Passes off to Imad, back to Sendhu. Couldn't get it. Vipushan with another rebound. Kicks it out to Imad, sets himself and scores. Throws a dart to the bench. 48-43, David Peiris leads. And Dilshan looking to come up. Milan couldn't get the tip in as David Peiris looks to push the pace. Pass off to another rebound by Vipushan, but gets fouled on the way. That's the first trip to the free throw line for the third quarter.
So like we mentioned, Anushka, both teams have settled down the 2-on-1 defensive setup in their respective defensive flows. This has made CDB to attempt more 3-pointers. The only difference is the shots are not falling, similar to the second quarter that we witnessed. Here goes Vipushan with his second free throw, and he makes.
extends the lead to 6 points. And that is Malsan, who just clocked in, passes off to Kevin. Brings it up to Suraj, between two men. Wonderful finish by Suraj. He has been dominating the court on that side. His drives have been immaculate for CDB. Sendhuran goes in for the easy layup. Well thought out play. Fakes, drives into the left. And Sendhuran is rewarded with an easy finish. And that's a 6-point lead for David Peiris right now, as Suraj is fouled on the way for the shot. And that was Sendhuran committing the foul. And that was his first foul, I think. The first to go in. Clifford, one of the key things is free throws in any game. In a tight final like this, as Suraj makes the first free throw, free throws have to play a very crucial role for this game, and I think both teams have to capitalize on that.
Well, obviously in any games, points matters, but in this game, when it's going so close, you have to have those ones coming in. And well, definitely, like CDB, they have to work on those ones. But on the other hand, David Peiris, the momentum that they built on the second half or the second quarter, they're carrying it forward. But the momentum that CDB had in the first quarter, or also in the second quarter, but they don't have it here. You can see their game has slowed down. Right? Maybe they are trying to change the tempo of the game, but it is not going in their favor at the moment.
Yes, right now, the game is still with David Peiris. As Malsan drives in, kicks it out to Dilshan, fakes, steps aside, couldn't finish. Malsan with the block by Vipushan, but ball is still with CDB. To Kevin, to Milan, fakes, steps, shoots, couldn't finish. That was Sandhuran with the rebound. As Azir comes up with the ball, Saji pushes it out, couldn't get it. Gets a strong rebound as Kevin slowly brings the ball up. Dilshan has been kept a bit quiet today, Dilka.
I think, Anushka, what CDB is trying to do is heating up Dilshan, because they know there are some valuable points that they can collect in order to win this game from Dilshan. He has been that kind of a player. That was Vitushan who draws the foul. And Suraj coming in for Dilshan.
Sri Lanka has clocked back into the game. Played an excellent game against Ceylon. A beautiful fourth quarter from Sri Lanka. And that was Azir. Draws the foul, couldn't get it to go, but he's gone to the line right now. More substitutions. That was Milan with the foul. Azir making the first shot. If anyone is thinking that Azir is looking a bit familiar, that's because he was coaching in one of the other divisions as he makes the first shot. Azir was coaching, I think, NTB, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, he was coaching DFCC. Brought them to the D Division Finals. And here he is playing in the B Division Finals. And that's Kevin with the ball. Steps. Passes off to Kusal. Lays it in. Couldn't get it to go. Hustling by David Peiris. Azir comes up with the ball. Fakes. And shoots. Beautifully done by Azir. Brings the lead up to 10 points. 55-46.
They go was the attempt by Kusal. While hustling for the ball, I think he committed a foul at that moment. And unfortunately, CDB is over the limit during third quarter in terms of fouls, and which brings Vitushan into the free throw line.
That's Vipushan with the first shot. The momentum has shifted totally from what it was at the beginning of the game. Clifford, momentum clearly with David Peiris as Vipushan makes his second shot. What do you think the CDB players should do to get ahead of this game, stop this surge by David Peiris?
Well, they have to keep attacking, because right now what you see is they have kind of lost confidence, because the initial gameplay what they had, they don't have it anymore. And when you go for shots, you can see they're driving in pretty much half-hearted releases, right? They are not attempting for the 3 points what they used to attempt. And if you look at the second quarter, there was pretty much of a 3 points competition. Both the teams are throwing 3 points, but you don't see those attempts right now. So what they're trying to do is CDB is trying to play safe and keeping the ball and trying to reduce that gap. It's not going to help them. They have to go all out now, because the final quarter, if they have the lead, maybe you can retain and sustain. But on the other hand, David Peiris, you can see every opportunity they get, they are going for it.
And those other opportunities being taken, turned over by CDB, gathered by Vipushan. Silaka finishes it. And another rebound, outlet pass to Imad. Easy layup for another 2-pointer. Pressure on CDB as Coach Anton is being forced to call for another timeout. 1 minute left on the clock. 15-point lead. It is 61-46. David Peiris is in control of this game right now.
I think Anushka Coach Anton tried to minimize the damage by using several players in their bench. That's why we saw players like Kusal was on the floor, traditional post players. But the situation has not been reduced at this moment. The damage is still there. They have increased the lead from 10 points to 15 points. We have to wait and see what kind of adjustment that Coach Anton will do for CDB in terms of retaining this game within their reach.
Yes, Dilka, the momentum is clearly with David Peiris right now, 15 points lead. But the game is not over. It's not over until the final whistle is blown. CDB has 1 minute left on this quarter and another 10 minutes on the fourth quarter. So it's all to play for right now. They may feel like they are losing track of the game, but it is not so. A 15-point lead is nothing much in today's modern basketball game. As we are just about ready to start the quarter. Kevin to the Ulsan, fakes, drives, goes under the basket, fakes, couldn't get it in. Another rebound by Vipushan, throws it up to Silaka. Imad chooses to be calm. 40 seconds left on the clock as Azir goes up for the shot. Another rebound by Imad. Beautiful pass out to Silaka, who finishes under the bucket. 46-63. David Peiris grabbing the bull by the horn and trying to go away with this game. Kevin gets his own rebound, passes off to Suraj, fakes, drives, couldn't lay it in. Vipushan. Huge play on defense. Imad couldn't finish the layup but gets called for the foul as he goes to the line to add 2 more to the score. Players taking a bit of a breather. It's been an exciting quarter. 7 seconds left on this quarter right now. As the crew chief, Christopher, signals for 2 free throws. I really want to go back to the point that Clifford made. Their playing style really changed after the first quarter, after they lost the lead. Dilka, do you think it's something that they need to go back and revisit to play the same style that they've been playing with?
I think that's not their cup of tea in terms of the playing style. We have 7 seconds left in the shot clock. They have one. Goes past to Suraj. And that's the end of the third quarter. David Peiris is leading 65-46 with a commanding lead. They are seeing the victory on their side.
(65-46). You can see a dominant performance by David Peiris in the third quarter. 31 points to 13, an 18-point differential in the third quarter itself. A huge blow to CDB's expectations in winning this, the final championships. 65-46. Let's take a look at a few of the highlights from the third quarter. Dilka, tell me a bit about what you saw in the third quarter.
I think the third quarter was more about David Peiris and their shot-making ability. They have done quite a great job in terms of defensive end also. And there goes Vitushan, the superstar, the post player. He has been grabbing rebound, feeding other people, making free throws as well. Free throws has been a concern in this game. And there goes Rashid with the flashy layup. This quarter was all about DPMC Anushka. But if CDB has any kind of hope in terms of getting back to this game, I think as Clifford mentioned, they need to go all out. There is only 10 minutes left in this game. If they want to win, they need to show what kind of a team that they are. I think they have the capacity within them because they were behind 20 points during the semi-finals and they came back to beat Ceylon in order to reach through the 32nd MSBA B Division finals.
Yes, Dilka, they have the capacity, they have the skill. But David Peiris is also another skilled team. They would not want to let this go. 19-point lead, 10 minutes left on the clock. Let's go. Fourth quarter is starting. To anyone who's joining in, this is the B Division finals right now. David Peiris is leading 65-46. And this is the fourth quarter, the last 10 minutes. David Peiris making a huge run to get that trophy. Milan goes in for the shot, opens up the scoring for David Peiris. A good pass from Kevin. Sendran pass off to Imad. Lays it off to Vipushan. Jumper is good. A bit of lazy defense on CDB's part.
They let Iman to drive into the basket in the first place. That's why Vitushan got open during that position. And there goes the block. There goes a huge block by Vitushan. That was box office, Anushka. There is nothing he can do wrong tonight. He has been tremendous on the offensive floor as well as the defensive floor.
Well defended by Vipushan again. Rebounded by Silaka. And is called for a foul. We just had to wait to see what the call is. Blocking foul. Fourth foul on Suraj right now. An important play for for CDB. He needs to be in this game. Sendran lays it off to Imad. Imad surveys, drives behind the back, and draws a foul. Kasun commits. Imad draws a foul.
I think Anushka Imad is one of the best players in Sri Lanka in terms of one-on-one situations. There goes another foul on Imad. The foul was committed by Kasun. And this time Imad will go to the free throw line for 3 free throws.
And that was a bad foul by Kasun, you know. A 3 is not always the optimal shot. Kasun had his hand up, but he went in for the block, which he shouldn't have done. And you see the after effects, you know. That's 3 free throws, and the score is 68-48, and the 20-point lead. Make that 21. As Imad goes on for his final shot. Makes it 3 out of 3. That is a coach's dream. A player who makes his free throws. Kevin passes out to Suraj. Kicks it out to Dilsan. Back to Kevin. He shoots. He couldn't get it. Well rebounded by Milan. And he goes strong for another 2. 70-50.
There was a travel call. And Sandaru is coming in. The interesting thing is, Anushka, we didn't see Sajitran on the floor for a while now. And they are extending their lead, even though their best player is on the floor. Isn't on the floor, actually.
I think Coach Hayas doesn't want to interrupt the flow of the game right now. You know, these 5 players have been dominating on both ends, as we see Azir driving in and finishing easily. Saji has been a weapon on the court, but right now I don't think Coach Hayas sees any need to change the 5. So he's going with the five players right now, and they are showing up the results. As Suraj hits another 3. Cuts the lead down to 19. 72-53. Imad, he is just toying with these players right now. Bucket after bucket. Crossing these players up and going for the easy finish.
At the same time, Anushka, we don't see any great effort from CDB on the defensive floor. They need to start guarding people. Otherwise, they will never catch this lead. There goes Vitushan with a fadeaway. And he makes it.
This has been a dominant performance by David Peiris. Vipushan, Imad, Azir. They've been playing at their peak levels today. Kicks it out to Vipushan. Goes for a 3. Is there nothing that this man can do wrong? He scores another 3-pointer. On both ends of the court. He's there. To Kevin. Milan gets a rebound. Sandaru. Corner 3 from him. Gets nothing but air. Vipushan collects the change. As Azir brings the ball up. Fakes. Drives. Kicks it out to Vipushan. Fakes. Drives in. For the easy layup. And that's Coach Anton is forced to call another timeout. Look at this, has been a dominant performance. The CDB players have been affected by this performance throughout the game. Their heads are down low, and I know that Clifford spoke on this in the first half about positivity, about not being affected by the other team's performances. How do you think that CDB can do anything right now to get this to change?
I think Anushka, we have little bit less than 6 minutes left in the quarter. Even though you can say it's impossible, I think there is a bit of a hope for CDB still that they can make a comeback. And it will be a fantastic fourth quarter if they can make at least closer to what David Peiris is doing right now.
Five minutes and 42 seconds left on the clock. 81 to 53. That's a 28-point lead.
Sajidran is back on the floor for DPMC. I think the idea is to slow down the game. You have enough points to go for the big victory here. So idea from DPMC is to slow down the game.
Sandro couldn't finish as Vipushan comes up with another rebound. Azir kicks it out to Saji, fakes, kicks it out to Vipushan. Drives on the smaller man, kicks it out to Imad, couldn't collect. That's Azir with the ball, drives in and couldn't make the easy layup. That's Maushan, kicks it out to Kevin. That has been the kind of a day for CDB when nothing has gone right for them. Shots have not fallen. Sajid choosing to pass off on the free three-pointer. Another rebound by Vipu. Dominant figure in the post.
We have less than 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Goes the pass out and a three-point attempt. Imad try to make the rebound. And Milan with the ball. Pass it to Kevin. Suraj is bringing it up. Pass it to Malshan. And there's another block. Another block by Ritushan. Ball goes out of bounds. It's CDB. Take the possession.
It's a block party out here. Vipushan is dishing out the invitations. Sandaru attempts a three but couldn't get it. Kevin comes up with another. I know there's been a 28-point lead, but David Peiris is still playing at the same intensity levels as they were playing when they started the game. And you can see it clearly now on the CDB players. Their heads are down, the shoulders are drooping. It's not game over until the game is over, when the final whistle is blown. But as David Peiris comes up with another steal.
Actually, Anushka, we were expecting a close game, but DPMC exceeded our expectations. Here goes another rebound, but it's taken out by CDB and Dilshan with the drive. I think he's going for a three-pointer, and he rims it out. Sajidran with the rebound.
Yes, Saji, well defended by Malsan as he goes in for a two. Ball with Imad. Crosses Dilshan. And goes in for the easy finish. 83 to 55. Kevin with the three. Vipushan with yet another rebound. As Imad brings the ball up. One of the things that's really impressive is Saji's ability to rebound. You know, being one of the smaller players on court, I think he's only shorter next to Jared, so one of the players that I know of. So it's really impressive to see him go up for those rebounds, maintain the same level of intensity throughout the game, and if I remember correctly, he was one of the main parts. He played one of the main parts in CDB winning the D division last year.
That's exactly true, Anushka. He was the MVP during their championship run in Division D. And the other MVP on Division C was Dilshan. And there goes Nalaka. Crowd is requesting him to shoot. As we can see, Coach Hayashi is actually emptying his bench right now. They have a comfortable lead. He definitely is a crowd favorite, Anushka. Even though he has the injury, he made sure that he makes the shot. There was another attempt, and he makes another 3-point.
There's Steph Curry range, and then there's Rimsey range. 2 out of 2. What was he doing on this bench? Rimsey Ahmed, the crowd favorite. Nothing but net on that shot. 89-55. And that's the dagger right now.
And that concludes the game, even though we have less than 1.5 minutes left in this game.
Yes, I think the crowd senses the result of the game. David Peiris, a truly dominating performance. CDB had a very intense first half. They came out all guns blazing. But David Peiris was ultimately too much to handle for CDB. The score as at now is 89-55. 26-point lead with just over a minute to go. 90 seconds on the clock.
Anushka, you can see the supporters from DPMC. They have the women's team also present here. They were runner-up in Division B. They lost against NTB after a tremendous game. It was a close game, if you are watching. I think there goes a technical foul on Rimsey Ahmed.
Well, you gotta win some, you lose some. Rimsey Ahmed shoots 2 threes, gets a technical foul. You know, I think that's more than some stats that some other players have. So, a good couple of minutes for him. And that's Tarusha who has clocked in, the captain for Team CDB. Saji brings up the ball, passes off to Nalaka. Back to Rimsey. From where? He makes it! What a man! What a shot! Ladies and gentlemen, what was that?
That was some quick 9 points, 3 3-pointers, way close to the half time. You can't make these things up. I think the crowd wants another attempt from Rimsey.
Come on, Saji. Maybe it's Nalaka's turn. Couldn't get that one to go in. That was definitely Steph range. That was Dame range. All the way. One step from the half court. And that was Malinda hitting it through.
And the final timeout is taken by Coach Hayas. We have...
I think he's going to drop a play.
Yeah.
For Rimsey or for Nalaka. Either of those two. It's going to be a 3-point play. 38 seconds left on the clock. 55 to 92. DPMC has a commanding lead. And we are back from the timeout. The crowd is calling out for number 98. They're calling out his name. And I think we all know where this ball is going to end up. That was Navodu clocked in. 23 seconds. Kevin is just going to run the clock down. We had a very intense first half, but David Peiris came through in the second half. Milan hits the three. And that's it. 92 points to 60. A dominant victory by David Peiris. The B Division Mercantile Services Basketball League B Division Finals. The champions are David Peiris Group beating CDB in a convincing victory on this Monday evening at the Royal College Sports Complex. CDB came out all guns blazing, but that firepower was just not enough for the almighty David Peiris Group. The captain Saji led his team, the quickest man on the court, Vipushan, dominant on the boards on both offensive and defensive. Azir Mohammed controlled the game like a true point guard. And Rimsey Ahmed came out right at the end to give us some amazing fireworks from far, far away. And that's the end of the game. 27 points to 14. That's how the fourth quarter went. And the final score is 92 points to 60. David Peiris takes the B Division Championship in a convincing manner. Before we head on to the presentation, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the final quarter. Vipushan was there, he was everywhere. Imad drove in, drew the fouls. Suraj tried his level best to make a comeback. He gave it his all. A standout player for CDB. Vipushan, what can that man not do? He drives, he shoots, he rebounds, he does a little bit of everything. And Rimzi Ahmed. You want a sniper, you get one, and that man's name is Rimzi. On one leg, injured, but he came to play as David Peiris takes the game in a convincing manner. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go for a very short commercial break. Don't leave us. We'll be back with the presentation ceremony.
පොඩ්ඩක් නවතින්න. ඔබ ඔය රිමෝට් එක අතේ තියන් channel මාරු කරන්නේ ඔබේ දරුවට බලන්න හොඳ programs යන channel එකක් හොයන්නද? ඔව් ඒක ලේසි වැඩක් නෙවෙයි තමයි. සමහර ඒවායි කාටුන් විතරයි. තවත් ඒවායි අධ්‍යාපනික වැඩසටහන් විතරයි. තව සමහරක් ඒවායි සින්දු විතරයි. ඔය සේරම එකම තැනක තිබුණා නම් දරුවටත් ලේසි, ඔබටත් පහසුයි නේද? එහෙනම් ඉතින් ඔබට නවතින්න වෙන්නේ මෙතන. දරුවගේ දැනුම අවබෝධය වර්ධනය කරන ගමන් දරුවා සතුටින් තියෙන වටිනා වැඩසටහන් රසක් මෙතන තියෙනවා. Dialog TV නාලිකාංක 48. A+ Kids TV. ආදරේ බෙදෙන පුංචි හිත්වලට ආදරෙන්.
දැන් රෙදි ටීවී නාලිකාව වෙතින් ජයරත්න ගලගෙදර ඉදිරිපත් කරන බයිස්කෝප් කතා වැඩසටහන. ඔබ කැමති චිත්‍රපටයේ රසවත්ම කතා අහන්නට බලන්නට Dialog TV නාලිකා අංක 18 රෙදි ටීවී ඔස්සේ දැන් සෑම සෙනසුරාදාකම සවස 5:30ට බයිස්කෝප් කතා.
Let's get into it.
This is Hits Now, where talents are discovered and superstars are born.
I'm very proud to have you on my team.
Where you can solve crimes and fight fires.
Must be nice.
Laugh with the family and many others. Play games and prove you're better. All the latest hits, all the time, all in one place.
So starstruck right now.
Hits Now, the best of US TV.
It's time.
It doesn't get any better than this.
රිදීතිරේ මහේෂා කිතාරෝ පුංචිතිරය ආලෝකමත් කරන ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ ජනප්‍රියතම සිනමා නාලිකාව රිදී TV. එදා හදබැඳි මෙදා රසවිඳි කළු සුදු සිනමාවේ පටන් නූතන HD යුගය දක්වා නාද වර්ණ සුසංයෝගී වූ පුළුල් සිනමා රසවින්දනය ශ්‍රී ලාංකික සිනමා රසිකත්වය වෙනුවෙන්ම ඩයලොග් ටෙලිවිෂන් channel අංක 18න් රිදී TV. හැම රැයකම අප නොනිදා තැබූ අපේ කාලේත් මින් පෙර යුගයේත් හොඳම ටෙලිනාට්‍ය රසාලිප්ත කතා තුළ අපමණ සිනහ වූ මතකට හැඬුම් සිර වූ අපේම නොවූ අපේම කතාන්තයන් ශ්‍රී ලාංකික ටෙලිනාට්‍ය කලාව සැරසූ සුරම්‍ය රැඟුම් ආනන්දය නොනවත්වා නරපන්න සිටි හිට්ස් ශ්‍රී ලාංකික ටෙලිනාට්‍ය නාලිකාව ඩයලොග් ටෙලිවිෂන් channel අංක 19න්.
There's a big world out there for your child to explore, with so much to see, so many things to do, and so much to enjoy learning about. They can do it all with the UK's #1 children's channel, CBeebies.
Amazing!
It's a safe place for your child to learn through play, with delightful shows that will entertain and educate.
That works for me.
Get them ready for a big world with CBeebies.
කිසිදා නොමියෙන මතක කිසිදා නොමියෙන චරිත සැමදා මතකේ නොමියෙන චිත්‍රපට තුළින් ස්වර්ණමය යුගයක් එකලු කළ අප්‍රමාණ රසිකාදරයට පාත්‍ර වූ සිංහල සිනමාවේ අමරණීය චරිත මතකාවර්ජනය අමරණීය මතක ඩයලොග් ටෙලිවිෂන් channel අංක 18 රිදී TV ඔස්සේ සෑම දිනකම සවස 3ට.
ඇත්තටම ආයුර්වේද වෛද්‍ය විද්‍යාව රඳා පවතින්නේ මේ තෙල් මතද?
තෙල් වලින් ලොකු කාර්යභාරයක් සිදු වෙනවා. නමුත් ආයුර්වේදය කියන්නේ මේ තෙල් මතම පදනම් වෙච්ච විද්‍යාවක් නෙවෙයි.
විවිධ විදිහේ තෛලයන් තියෙනවා. මේ බෑන් අහිතකර තත්ත්වයන් ශරීරයට නැද්ද?
සෑම තෙලකම තියෙනවා ගුණ කර්ම. මේ දැන් ගත්තම තෙල් වර්ග නම් ගත්තියන් නිර්ගුණ්ඩි කියලා තියෙනවා, නාරායන කියලා තියෙනවා, වාත විදුරංග, බලාකෝරණ්ඩ, සීතෝදක, නීල්‍යාදිය, ත්‍රිඵල තෛලය මෙවැනි තෙල් සමූහයක් තියෙනවා.
සුවාරණ බදාදා උදෑසන 8ට සහ සවස 4ට. නැවත විකාශය සෙනසුරාදා උදෑසන 9:30ට.
ලෝකයේ වැඩිම දෙනෙක්ගේ විනෝදාංශයක් චිත්‍රපට නැරඹීම. ෆිල්ම් හෝල් එකකට නොගිහින් ගෙදර ඉඳන්ම විනෝදාංශයට ඉඩක් ගන්න. පැය 24 පුරාම කැමතිම හොඳම ජනප්‍රියම හොලිවුඩ් චිත්‍රපට ඇතුළුව සිනමා නිර්මාණ නරඹන්න. එන්න ලොකුම සිනමා පුස්තකාලයට. ඇන්ෆ්ලික්ස් සියල් සපිරි උසස් සිනමා රසාස්වාදය පිරුණ තැන. දන්නවද සිංහයාගේ කම්මැලිකම ගැන? දැකලා තියෙනවද මීමස් රැජනගේ ලස්සන? අහලා තියෙනවද The Great Elephant Gathering එක ගැන? විඳලා තියෙනවද තල්මහෙක්ගේ ආදරය? මේ සේරම දකින්න, අහන්න, බලන්න, විඳින්න පුළුවන් එකම තැන. Animal Planet. ලෝකයට හැංගුණ සත්ව ලෝකයේ අපූර්වත්වය සමග. Animal Planet.
क्रिकेट के इंटरनेशनल सीजन का जलवा इंडिया टूर ऑफ इंग्लैंड इंग्लैंड टूर ऑफ न्यूजीलैंड इंग्लैंड के होम सीरीज एंड मेनी मोर बिग सीरीज.
अब क्रिकेट फैंस के पास होगा सेलिब्रेशन का बिग रीजन.
Dialog television එක රීලෝඩ් එකෙන් පවුලටම හිතේ හැටියට TV බලන්න රුපියල් 798කට අලුත්ම සුපිරි රීලෝඩ් ප්ලෑන් එකක්. දැනුම ගෙනෙන අධ්‍යාපනික channel 18ක්. පොඩ්ඩන් වෙනුවෙන්ම channel 8ක්. දේශීය රසවින්දනය ගෙනෙන channel 22ක්. විනෝදාස්වාදය පිරි විදේශ channel රසක් සමග channel 80කටත් වඩා. ඇක්ටිවේට් කිරීම රීලෝඩ් සහ My Dialog app මගින් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ටෙලිවිෂන් රසාස්වාදය. Dialog Television.
Go bananas for the juiciest talent show on CDBs. Ready or not, here I go! Celebrate your favourite superfood as they show off their fresh skills.
Ta-da!
And fruitastic facts before your very eyes.
We bloom and grow super fast.
So squeeze the day because every fruit and veg is a superstar.
It's time to let our seeds shine.
Roots and Fruits. New episodes Monday to Friday on CDBs.
Dialog television එක රීලෝඩ් එකෙන් පවුලටම හිතේ හැටියට TV බලන්න රුපියල් 798කට අලුත්ම සුපිරි රීලෝඩ් ප්ලෑන් එකක්. දෙස් විදේශ channel රසක් සමග channel 80කටත් වඩා. ඇක්ටිවේට් කිරීම රීලෝඩ් සහ My Dialog app මගින් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ටෙලිවිෂන් රසාස්වාදය. Dialog Television.
What's going on here?
Stop! Express!
Coming through!
It's Big Thomas!
They're finally here. Thomas and Friends, Monday to Friday on CBBS.
පොඩ්ඩක් නවතින්න. ඔබ ඔය රිමෝට් එක අතේ තියන් channel මාරු කරන්නේ ඔබේ දරුවට බලන්න හොඳ programs යන channel එකක් හොයන්නද? ඔව් ඒක ලේසි වැඩක් නෙවෙයි තමයි. සමහර ඒවායි කාටුන් විතරයි. තවත් ඒවායි අධ්‍යාපනික වැඩසටහන් විතරයි. තව සමහරක් ඒවායි සින්දු විතරයි. ඔය සේරම එකම තැනක තිබුණා නම් දරුවටත් ලේසි, ඔබටත් පහසුයි නේද? එහෙනම් ඉතින් ඔබට නවතින්න වෙන්නේ මෙතන. දරුවගේ දැනුම අවබෝධය වර්ධනය කරන ගමන් දරුවා සතුටින් තියෙන වටිනා වැඩසටහන් රසක් මෙතන තියෙනවා. Dialog TV නාලිකාංක 48න් A+ Kids TV ආදරේ බෙදෙන පුංචි හිත්වලට ආදරෙන්.
දැන් රෙදි TV නාලිකා වෙතින් ජයරත්න ගලගෙදර ඉදිරිපත් කරන බයිස්කෝප් කතා වැඩසටහන. ඔබ කැමති චිත්‍රපටයේ රසවත්ම කතා අහන්නට බලන්නට Dialog TV නාලිකා අංක 18 රෙදි TV ඔස්සේ දැන් සෑම හැම සෙනසුරාදාවකම
සවස 5:30ට
බයිස්කෝප් කතා.
Let's get into it.
This is Hits Now, where talents are discovered and superstars are born.
I'm very proud to have you on my team.
Where you can solve crimes and fight fires.
Must be nice.
Laugh with the family and many others. Play games and prove you're better. All the latest hits, all the time, all in one place.
So starstruck right now.
Hits Now, the best of US TV.
It's time.
It doesn't get any better than this.
රිදීතිරේ මහේෂා කිතාරෝ පුංචිතිරය ආලෝකමත් කරන ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ ජනප්‍රියතම සිනමා නාලිකාව රිදී TV. ඉතා හදබැඳි මෙදා රසවිඳි කළු සුදු සිනමාවේ පටන් නූතන HD යුගය දක්වා නාද වර්ණ සුසංයෝගී වූ පුළුල් සිනමා රසවින්දනය ශ්‍රී ලාංකික සිනමා රසිකත්වය වෙනුවෙන්ම ඩයලොග් ටෙලිවිෂන් චැනල් අංක 18න් රිදී TV. හැම රැයකම අප නොනිදා තැබූ අපේ කාලේත් මින් පෙර යුගයේත් හොඳම ටෙලිනාට්‍ය රසාලිප්ත කතා තුළ අපමණ සිනහ වූ මදකට හැඬුම් සිර වූ අපේම නොවූ අපේම කතාන්තයන් ශ්‍රී ලාංකික ටෙලිනාට්‍ය කලාව සැරසූ සුරම්‍ය රැඟුම් ආනන්දය නොනවත්වා නරපන්න සිටිහිට්ස් ශ්‍රී ලාංකික ටෙලිනාට්‍ය නාලිකාව ඩයලොග් ටෙලිවිෂන් චැනල් අංක 19.
There's a big world out there for your child to explore, with so much to see, so many things to do, and so much to enjoy learning about.
Hello, you too.
And CDB playing fantastically well and losing only to David Peiris in their group stages. But they started the first quarter exceptionally well, and the second quarter was tight, but it was very, very unlucky. They couldn't sustain or hold on to that lead. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's runners-up in the B Division 32nd Mercantile League Basketball Championship, CDB. I would like to call upon the players. Can we please have Kusal Disanayaka, Senit Chandrasena, Yureshka De Silva, Kevin Vivekshan, Dilshan Fernando, Malshan Rumeis, Sandro Pereira, Hassan Kamil, Malinda Chandraratna, Suraj Balasurya. Milan Chaturanga. Also, can we please have the coach, Mr. Anton Fernando. And lastly, the skipper, Tarusha De Silva. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Citizen Development Business Finance PLC, Mercantile League Basketball B Division, runners up. Right. Next up will be one important award, the most valuable player. So in this league, we had 3 different players who was contesting for this, and 2 of them also have scored highest points. But points alone is not enough. This one man made some considerable challenges to the opposition and also a valuable contribution to his team. Not only scoring 108 points, but also very crucial in offensive as well as defensive rebounds. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. The most valuable player of the tournament in B Division is Kanesarasa Vipushan. Tonight he made some valuable points and also some brilliant offensive rebounds where he became an absolute nuisance to CDB. Congratulations, Vipushan. Up next will be the championship award. Ladies and gentlemen, the B Division Men's 32nd Mercantile Basketball League champions, David Peiris Group. Can you please have Imad Hussain? Vibhushan. Azir Muhammad. I don't know whether to call him a veteran or still a star tonight, scoring 2 3-pointers. Nalapa Kumarasinghe. Well, 32 years of the tournament history, I'm sure Nalak would have been part of it at least for 20 years. Ladies and gentlemen, Hasite Samarasinghe. Suranga Vitarana. Senduran Devarajan. Silaka Fernando. Ruben Karunakaran. Navod Vakumura. Rimzi Ahmed Zahir. And many championship winning coach, and tonight he showed how the experience is crucial, very tactical. Congratulations, Coach Hayas Haroon. And the captain, Sajintharan Balakumaran. Ladies and gentlemen, give another massive round of applause. David Peiris Group, the champions! Well, with that, we conclude the presentation ceremony. Thank you so much for being here and have a wonderful night. Good night.
And that's it for an exciting night of basketball. You just witnessed David Peiris becoming the champions of the B Division in the Mercantile Sector Basketball Association. A wonderful and exciting game today. That's it for me. This is Anushka signing out for tonight. Until we see you again, good night.